YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back with the Carthage campaign right where we left off, which was about to end the turn, and we will do so. I don't need to do a unit exchange. Must have accidentally clicked that.
Settlement!
So it looks like my forces have caught up with the Persians. No need to fight this one. We'll save the time for something more interesting. Raise this city, which was Gabala. Should be one of the last Persian settlements in the Caucasus. And the Seleucids have sallied forth to come and try and beat me somewhere else. Now they have 2 Royal Peltas and a Shield Bearer. I have no prayer of winning this. But looks like we can at least cause them some damage. So they must have come out of their settlement in Asia Minor and continued to push forward, and I assume they'll continue to do so, but I'll just come mopping up behind them until I catch them. They really don't have many resources. But their little pathetic resurgence, I guess, is fun for them at least. They can dream of what once was before they were crushed under the hoof of mighty Carthage. Oh, I sure do hope my allies take some port cities for me. I'm allied with both of these people, though I do find the RDAI to be more useful. So I'm going to... yeah, it's the ally attacked, so I'm going to enter the war on the side of my ally, which should break my alliance with the Getae. Ha! Who immediately assault me? How pleasant of them. Oh, I didn't mean to fight this. This is a certain loss. I'll go ahead and concede defeat once we get inside. So apparently I'm going to need some armies for that vicinity, so I'll raise a new army at Pella in Macedonia, and we'll go crush the Getae. And any others who choose to stand against Pachi, we concede defeat here. Yes, I'm quite certain. That would be a fruitless effort there. They have a fairly decent army there. I wouldn't say it's great, but the javelins make it pretty versatile. Javelins are ridiculously strong right now. Very, very strong. And that takes away a port settlement from me, which is stupendous. Looks like I have an army at Navisos, actually, that was supposed to be making its way towards the Germanic tribes. I'll just turn around and pay the Getae a wrathful visit. Let's see how much they appreciate it. As I don't appreciate them starting a war with one of my other client states, so I will crush them and exterminate them. Which seems the fitting end for such treachery. You know, folks, if I don't finish this before the release of the Hannibal at the Gates DLC, I suppose we'll just go ahead and start that one, because, I mean, essentially, I am at a point of victory here, for all intents and purposes. So, it looks like they've turned my camera to a strange angle. Get it facing northward once again, in a somewhat normal position. Oops. Alright, so we'll retake Tushpa. My income has soared, actually, at this point, which is pretty fantastic. They're going to deal me some losses there that I don't quite deserve, but whatever, as long as I get my city back. And I don't know if I needed to raise it. They might not have had time to change it, but alas, it doesn't matter. Okay, Seleucids enjoying having 2 settlements at their command once again. Make that 1 settlement at their command. And I don't suppose they're going to turn around and try and make for me, because they have no real force to contend with me. And I'll just convert that back over to one of my buildings. This army can now be taken out of forced march. And all these units can be upgraded. There's a great number of Seleucid agents here that, like I said, are best going to be dealt with by just exterminating the remainder of the Seleucid forces. There's some of them suffering attrition out here in the middle of the sea. And I do suppose that I shall risk the attrition to attack them. Oh, I can't reach them. Nor can this fleet. I don't know how they've managed to quite get beyond my reach, but they have. I'll just sit right outside of the attrition zone. and try and pin them in from both ways. And we'll see if we can take care of them that way. This army really doesn't need to stay here. Let's see what all else we want to do here. This navy could be sent to go try and blockade the Getae. And then let's go ahead and raise our force here at Pella. Raise forces. See if any of these generals have any good retainers. +2 public order. Not bad. And I do build a lot of temples, so I wonder if we have any army legacies to reinstate. We do not. So I'll have to cancel out of that. Come back in to raise forces. Choose this guy again. Raise an army. Oh, we'll definitely be going with the elephant bodyguard. Let's garrison him here at Pella. And this army can be sent behind the lines of the Getae to Malva. So let's take this army out of forced march. Go into no stance. Alright, so we can take a two-pronged approach here. We just need to recruit some units into this army. I think I'll go with pikemen. And get some skirmishers to back them up, so that'll take care of them for a couple of turns. And let's see where we were at here. This army needs to board the fleet at Burdigala. And I'm going to go ahead and go into a double time row and make my way around the tip of modern-day France here towards the Germanic territories. And as soon as I'm in position, we will lash out all at once. So I'm going to go up here towards the edge of my territory. And my army can make for Medlan. I forgot any good mercenaries up here. Mercenary Celtic warriors or mercenary Celtic skirmishers. Oh, we can get some upgrades while we're here as well. Might as well take that. I'll get some mercenary Celtic warriors. Oh, I forgot to hire them. That doesn't do me much good. Ooh, I can recruit ballista. Never mind. I'll take a couple of those and one more skirmisher. That will be good. I can choose a new technology to research. I've pretty much played out this entire tree here, which really has helped my income and public order. It's always a great way to go, in my opinion. Let's see. We could do this one. Open up the province of Baal Zephon. Should be a lot of fun there. Alright. Let's go back to the east here, where our war against the Persians can continue. We'll march on Susa. A lot of these are going to be auto-resolves, to be honest at this point. There are still a few large armies out there for us to face off with, but not all of them will be that way. Hopefully we got enough money to turn over a couple of these cities. I think we do. Okay, this army can march through Ecbatana to Raga. And what happened? So Partheva hit the boats. Probably going to try and get around me. And it looks like the Persians are stuck in forced march there. I wonder if I can reach them. Unfortunately, not quite. But let's go ahead and block this path with my army. I don't believe they can... No, they can't get past me without being attacked there, so that's a pretty good strategic position. And then on the next turn, this army can take Raga. Tushpa. I don't think this army would be needed against the Getae. One decisive victory and the Getae are finished. Let's send this army to Arsamosada. Seleucids have a small raiding force here as well.
Ready for orders.
Okay, well we should be able to put down the little Seleucid issues quite soon enough.
Ready for orders.
Okay, anything else that we can do here? This army in Sherax can probably move on. Let's actually send this army towards Persephone.
Our advance has been halted.
Don't know why they chose to act so funny there. Probably because this city was blocking their path. But we'll auto-resolve and take it from the Persians as well. And torch the city. Alright. I believe we are in rather good shape there. Maybe a few other small outbreaks behind my lines, but I believe we are pretty much good to go. Bane of Rome has an upgrade here on its general. Unlock the night battles. I'll upgrade their stuff further there, and then this general has an upgrade available as well. I'll upgrade the warrior trait. And let's see, just a couple others to run through here. Wow, this general's got so many skills. His army has got to be quite powerful. Let's go ahead and end this turn. Wow, we are really up to quite a lot of income per turn, which doesn't surprise me. I own a great number of provinces, and then with all the buildings being upgraded, my income should continue to soar. Seleucids weren't able to take any more settlements, which means that they are going to probably be ripe for destruction on the next turn. Really hope that my allies do something and take some of those port settlements on the south of the Arabian Peninsula, as I don't have any troops readily available, but I guess I could sail a navy from Charax to take care of the job. See if the Getae try anything. Probably doing some agent play at the moment, most likely. Let's see if they actually... Oh, they want a piece of me, do they? So they want a piece of me at Polpadeva. And my garrison was somewhat damaged, which was probably the work of their agents. But I do have 3 completely untouched Libyan Peltast, and I have available defenses. So I have a Carthaginian Bastion Ballista, and it looks like 2 Scorpion. So this is not going to be a particularly easy battle for me to win, but I can sure make it a painful battle for them to win. So let's fight, because they've chosen to fight before they've built any ladders, I believe. So we should be able to at least cause them some pretty severe damage, I hope. It's going to depend on where their reinforcements come in from, because if I position all at one wall to face off against a smaller army, and then they bring in a much larger army from the other side to burn the gates or something, that could be potentially dangerous for me. But I can't exactly ignore this single force. Where are these clowns over here? Okay, so here they are. Let's take a look at our Bastion defenses. Here we have a Bastion Ballista, which I believe will be well placed. There's another available slot here as well. Which one? I don't know that all these positions will be great, but the ballistas do have the longest range. I have no idea from which direction their reinforcements will come, but I still have an onager, 2 onager actually, to divvy up. We'll put 1 there, another here, and if there's another gate, okay, they can't get in there. Put my Scorpions here. As for now, I believe I will deploy here. Oh, I accidentally moved one of my ballistas somewhere that I did not wish to move it. Bastion onager, Bastion onager, ballista. That ballista should be right here. Okay, let's put my army forces here.
Loyal sons of Carthage.
Every javelin's going to count. Thank goodness I have technology giving me extra. Let's start the battle.
Ballista!
Let's see if this ballista can turn to fire there. It looks like it can.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
And we'll do the same thing here and just cause what damage we can. The reinforcements are coming from here. Yes. So if they do go to burn this gate, it's good. I do have it defended.
Field artillery!
And it's not too terribly far from where I sit now. I wish the Bastion defenses had more ammo, but we have enough to cause some pretty severe damage, I believe. Some of you might be wondering why I'm not putting my Libyan Peltist on the walls. They would just hit mostly ladder with their javelins. So what I'm going to wait to do is see if the enemy will go ahead and put their troops on the wall. If they do, then while their men are exposed on the wall, I'll just rain javelins upon them. That's pretty much the plan while they're exposed. And indeed, the reinforcements are going to congregate towards this area. And my guys are already opening fire. Let's see if there's any targets of particular interest here. Like their general, perhaps. Could just leave them on fire at will. Yeah, my onager just firing at will. So for now, that shall do. Oh, but since they have to burn the gates, that would actually make them a prime target. One of my javelin units. What do they have by way of... Oh, they have skirmishers as well. So perhaps not. Let's take a couple of forces to get ready to hold this. And a couple of our javelins in this direction, as I feel more confident in the superiority of this force. My Bastion equipment has caused a number of casualties. Ooh, we actually wrecked a ladder.
Ballista!
Let's see, I can reach their general. I'm going to open fire on him and see if I can kill him. I wish I had some javelins up here.
Stone thrower!
Just aim right here, that should be good.
Onaga!
Oh, their noble horseman is under fire, and that is a fantastic target. Okay, they have hit the walls over here.
Peltasts!
Their men are going to have to come down from the walls, though. That is where I intend to bushwhack them. Though they are going to take my Bastion equipment out of commission. But their noble horseman out here is under fire. I'm going to wait until their men make it completely onto the wall so that my shots count for the most.
Hoplites ready!
Hope you all are running, because I'm going to need your help over here quite quickly. My gates are being burned at a pretty stupendous rate.
The men are wavering.
Okay. If we kill this general over here, that would really be fantastic. I'm going to actually focus both Bastion units there. Oh, I believe their men are going to try and come down from the walls over here.
Peltasts! Look fire on the enemy!
Okay, I'm going to start unloading some javelin fire here. Ought to be relatively devastating.
Faster reload!
Oh, these folks are barely going to make it in time. These noble horsemen are nearly dead, though, and that's the general. So that will be a morale blow that I badly need. And the AI is taking copious amounts of javelin fire in this vicinity, so much so that they're likely to rout. Indeed. Cease fire, save your ammo, we're gonna need it.
Spearman!
The enemy general is dead.
Oh, music to my ears. Let's bring one more spearman this way, as I consider this to be the larger threat now on this front. AI does not seem to be doing so well in this vicinity.
Balhamon gives us strength!
Leave the rest of these troops here. And I can repurpose this Bastion equipment. This one is out of ammo, actually. So, let's see. My onager nearly out of ammo as well. Oh, the gates are wide open. Move, 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 move. I'm going to do this
One of our units has used
one
all
at a
its
time.
ammunition.
Organize yourselves! Peltasts!
Try and want to try and get them bunched up and see if I can get my peltist on the wall.
Spearmen ready for orders.
Their peltist are raining fire through the gateway, which is bad, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, the AI is somewhat struck over here, and since they're doing very little, I'm going to go ahead and start running all these reinforcements this way, actually. So let's see what we can do. This is going to be a difficult fight, to say the least. I see all of their Dacian skirmishers are in position to return fire if my men get on top of the walls, but really what I'd like to do is just have my hoplites sit here and hold, and then I'll just move up the next unit to do the same. Just delay them at the gates as long as possible. Let their skirmishers go ahead and eat up some of their ammo. Not going to allow them to keep doing this. I think not. Little devils. And since the AI is glitched out over here, it provides me the perfect opportunity. Let's take a look at my bastion equipment. My onager now nearly out of ammo. May not be within a firing arc of these guys, but I'll try. Oh yes, these hoplites are doing quite well, holding back the entire enemy force. And again, I'm just going to keep my... crotch wads, how much range do you have? Are there archers out here? Yeah, Dacian bowmen, sure enough. That's why they're able to take shots over the walls. My hoplites have completely driven their men back out through the walls. So much so that my guys are now in a somewhat bad position, actually. I don't know whether I should actually try this or not, but I'm going to try and pull back and reposition, yeah, to let them have to come through the gap. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of units up here, just to see if it works. This could be a mistake, I hope not. Yeah, those guys are still glitched out. And with the death of the general in both of these armies, they're going to be at fairly low morale. I had to take these guys, move them back, but they're no longer in hoplite phalanx, which is bad. And their morale is starting to suffer. So I'll see if I can support them somewhat from the walls with my javelins. These are some very tempting targets indeed. Put one right there in the center, and another right here ought to be good. These guys are still going to hold out for quite a long time. Hoplites are a great unit for holding and delaying, and that is precisely what mine are doing. And since they don't have any high attack units, which is fortunate because I believe the Getae have access to Thracian units, if they had brought these Thracian Falxmen, I would be in some serious trouble, as they have a blindingly high attack. So we'll see what we can hope for here. Look, my mob accidentally got put into a strange formation. Okay, my peltists are making their way to the walls, where they'll probably draw some Thracian fire here. But their fire shouldn't be all that effective, I don't believe. If there's some reason why you're not on the wall, please continue to get there. Okay, so I'm going to put these guys on quick reload and target this mob. No? I would prefer that you go back, thank you, and you all can go here. Don't know what's going on with the weird pathfinding at the moment. Please get to your post. I need you to do some work quite badly, actually. No time for running around like chowderheads, which they are indeed doing. Look at this, both my units running around in the wrong position. I told you to get on the wall. On it. Like on top of it. Truly, come on! Go! Okay, I'm just going to put them on fire at will, because apparently clicking an order is a little bit too difficult for them to understand. And I'm just going to let these Libyans rain down some fire from the walls. Their javelins, as you can see, most of theirs will be hitting the stone walls and causing little damage, just falling to the ground here where there's going to be quite a mess of them. Whereas my guys ought to do fairly well in this position, and my other men slowly making it to the wall, and getting caught in this fight because of their strange pathfinding. Oh, for crying out loud, just get on the wall! I don't know why you ever came down in the first place. Now, look, they've gotten mixed up in the fight there at the gate, And now they don't want to disengage from it and get on the wall. It's just highly irritating. Go! If you, come on. Over here. That's right.
Advance at speed.
Come on. Now, get on the wall, please.
Positions.
Thank you. Wish you would cooperate. I accidentally used quick reload on that unit as well. That was a massive waste. But it looks like the Getae troops here are in quite poor order. And they have begun to come try and burn this gate, but they're going to be under quite a bit of pressure to get that done, as the units they brought are pretty weak. We can finish this fight here and then go pay them a visit. I have no idea what this unit is doing. None whatsoever. Some of their men are down here, some are on the walls, but all seem to be uncooperative. Really quite frustrating. These guys appear to have finally made it to the wall. Let's see if they can do something advantageous here. There they go. Alright, finally getting some javelins out of this unit. And I don't believe that I'm going to need all the infantry that I have over here. So I'll just actually run back to this side. And I'll take my spare peltis back to this side as well. Wow, this is actually going to end up being a victory. I didn't believe that... I mean, I knew I had a chance, but I didn't think this was actually going to come out this much in my favor. But it appears that it will. My javelins are going to be getting a considerable number of kills from the walls. As you can see, these guys are all the way up to 200 and still have a lot of ammo remaining. I believe they get extra ammo in a siege battle as well. I'm going to just put these guys into fire at will.
The gods are with us.
Same thing with them.
We have captured the gates.
So now they're just throwing their javelins through the walls at my hoplites, so I'll just move out of the way.
At speed!
Loyal sons of Carthage!
Not going to let that go down. I've recaptured the gates, so now the boiling oil's back, so if they attempt to go through the gates, then they're going to get burned by boiling oil, which puts the Dacians in even worse position. This is really fantastic. These Libyan peltists have definitely proved their value in this battle. This went up to 220 kills. And then these guys are now wavering. So sweet, that's going to be a victory at Polpadeva. We were able to defend it against the Getae. Hope you all enjoyed that, and that will be the end for this episode. HeirofCarthage signing off.